Alright, so yesterday I was at the airstrip and pulled off center wing section. It's just laying here on the ground there. Machine gun is hanging up there on my shelf. I've been kind of putting off these horizontal stabilizer and elevator and rudder and stuff for a while. I was hoping to utilize like 100% of all the fittings. That was one of the big things about buying this plane. It had, decent landing gear, streamlined tubing cabane struts for the wings, streamlined flying wires. So, stainless steel, streamlined flying wires, a lot of expensive hardware, fittings and whatnot. First thing I did at the old plane, was take off the horizontal stabilizers. And as you can see, this is definitely not drilled straight. This one is a little better, but it kind of leans the other direction. These two are the forward brackets, and and they were drilled center and then low, which on the old plane broke out with no edge distance on this backing plate. And when they did clamp it down with a bolt, they tightened it up so much that they kind of compressed the large area washer in about 1/4 inch right here. So, just still scratching my head with some of the stuff how this was made. So yeah, it's supposed to have a hole high and then a little lower off center for the forward two brackets. Not to mention, the old horizontal stabilizer is like 3 inches thick, and the plans call for like 2 5/8, I believe it is. Let me look. Yeah, 2 5/8. So I understand that it's 100 horsepower, no big deal. It's not like plans say if you're going to have like 125 horsepower, extend the length of the horizontal stabilizer a foot, I think it was. It was originally made 8 foot so that it can be trailered, towed to the airport, without folding up the horizontal stabilizer. So the guy made it longer, which is not an issue, but he made it thicker. So not only are these drilled up cattywampus and holes in the wrong place, it's for a much thicker horizontal stabilizer. So I'm not going to be able to use those just because, they're just so screwed up and taller than they need to be. So I've been kind of holding off on building these, and I decided I just need to dive right into it and do it. So one of the things I did notice on the old one was he built up a little extra piece of wood here because it has a definite bow to it. When you look down that edge, the center spar definitely bows bad, and the top one did too until he put in that little extra filler piece. So obviously not built in a jig. I've got a jig blocks on my table here to hold everything straight. I also have real decent aluminum straight edges. So trying to build it as straight and accurate as possible. I am going with I think 4 inches longer than stock, but same thickness. And that's what I've been doing last week or so, trying to get a set of these made. All right, thanks for watching.